Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Megan, and this week Sierra and I are going to be recording a video where we share how much we're able to read during the work week. If you've never been on our channel before, my sister Sierra and I live together. We both work full-time as physical therapists, and we also really enjoy reading, so we like to do these videos every once in a while just to share how we like to fit reading in throughout our work week. So it's Monday morning. I actually went and started my morning at the gym, and typically for Monday mornings my workout that I like to do is walking on the treadmill for a half hour, and then I'll also usually read a book that I'm reading. So I just started a new one this morning, so I'm going to talk about that and then go ahead and kind of keep getting ready for the day. But I just started a new book called The Ghostwriter. It's by Julie Clark, and the book basically is following a person who does ghostwriting for different people, mostly focused on helping them write memoirs. And she is now being asked to help ghostwrite a book that her father's working on, because her father's also an author. However, he usually is used to writing fictional books. They've gotten a strange relationship, and he is kind of suspected of having killed his brother and sister during his childhood, but never actually was prosecuted or anything like that. And now he is asking for her help to finish writing this book because he has got Lewy body dementia about his childhood. And so I'm only a little bit into the book now. I'm about 15% of the way through, and I'm doing a mix of reading on my Kindle as well as doing the audiobook. So I think that for the rest of this morning, I'm going to try and keep listening to the audiobook while I'm getting ready, and then I will catch up with you guys to share how much reading I've done so far. Alright, let's recap my Monday morning reading. I'm getting ready to head into work shortly, so while I was finishing getting ready again, I was listening to that audiobook. I also do listen to my audiobooks on 2 times speed, so just keep that in mind as well. But I got 22% of the way through the book that I just started today, which is about 72 pages in. I got through the first 7 chapters of the book. So far, I'm enjoying it. I'm curious to see what'll keep happening, and I think the audiobook so far has been pretty good. Sometimes I listen to audiobooks and I'm not really a fan, but I'm gonna head into work and I'll talk to you guys later this evening if I do a bit more reading. So tonight is the night Sierra and I are hosting book club for the month, and so I know this is not a book club specific video. It's mostly focused on how much reading we're doing this week, but I thought I'd show you just a little bit of the setup. We used to go really all out, and it's become a lot more casual, which I think just makes it a little bit less, not that it was stressful before, but it just makes it very easy and relaxed. We usually do potluck style, and I just ordered some pizza because some people just wanted to pitch in and do that, so that should be here soonish. I need to still pick out the book that I want to suggest for next month, and so I'm going to look through my Goodreads quick, and then once I find a book to suggest, I will let you guys know my pick. Side is on the bookshelf. Got our little chairs gathered here. A couple things before people start showing up for book club. One, my book I'm going to suggest is My Friends by Frederick Bachman. It's the one that looks like that, because it has pretty good ratings, but I never read a book by him. And then
I'm going to suggest either Broken Country or Atmosphere.
And then I just showed you guys me putting up our book club sign, and then Sierra just reminded me that for our birthday, Andrew, Sierra's boyfriend, gave her a present that it's an upgraded book club sign, so I'll show you that. Here is the upgraded sign. Welcome to book club. Just again, a neon light up sign. Alright, I am getting ready to go to bed, and I just finished up my evening reading. As you guys could see, I kind of was listening to the audiobook as I was getting ready for bed, and then I did a little bit more reading on my Kindle when I got into bed. I'm ending up 32% of the way through the book. Pretty good for starting it all today, although granted, yeah, I'm using the audiobook for most of it today, but that is about equivalent to 105-ish pages read today. And I will catch you guys in the morning.
Okay, I am officially checking in for Monday. I know I spoke a little bit before book club, and I'm checking in with a whopping 0 pages read today. I'm not going to read. It's like 10 o'clock and I need to go to bed because I'm working in the morning. But this is a book that I am currently reading. It's The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood. I started it yesterday. I'm currently 42 pages in. So hopefully tomorrow I have a much less busy afternoon and evening. I should be able to get some reading done.
I'm getting ready to head into work this morning, but I was basically listening to my audiobook all morning as I was getting ready, and I took Vegas on a walk. I have to admit, I don't normally do that, so like doing this video is probably encouraging me to do more reading and audiobook listening than I regularly do. But that being said, I got about 62 pages worth of my audiobook done and read, so now I'm just about halfway through the book, and I will chat with you guys when I do some more reading.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. I got home from work about an hour ago, and then I just finished editing and uploading the podcast. And now I kind of get to start relaxing for my evening. Typically on Tuesdays, since Vegas doesn't have daycare, I will take him on a walk. So I'm going to get ready to do that, and I think my book that I'm reading is on Spotify. So there it is. I'm gonna go change, and then Vegas and I will head off on our walk. I'll just be like Princess Diana when I put like shorts and a sweatshirt on, because every time I'm like, that's exactly the look that I'm going for. I don't know that it's the look that I give, but that's what I'm going for. Vegas and I are back from our walk. It is 5:32 and I just finished chapter 14. And I do listen to all of my audiobooks on double speed. If you're unfamiliar with this book, it essentially follows our main character Delphi, who has like, I mean, it's not near death. She like dies in the first chapter, and then she is in the afterlife, which is called Evermore, and she meets her afterlife therapist to try to like help acclimate her to being dead. And while she is talking to her afterlife therapist, someone else dies, and his name is Jonah. They like have 5 minutes of being like soulmates, and like she's like smitten with him, and then her afterlife therapist is like, oh, you actually didn't die, like you were in surgery, and like sometimes we have like people that aren't dead like cross over, but you're just going back. So she sends him back to the world, and then Delphi's like, that's my soulmate, I need to be with him. So the afterlife therapist decides that she will let Delphi go back to the real world, and she has 10 days to find Jonah, and then he has to kiss her of his own free will, and then her afterlife therapist will like let her live. It is Tuesday evening. I have not done any reading since I chatted with you guys this morning doing my audiobook, but I am getting ready to style my hair and then hopefully get ready for bed. I do want to hopefully style my hair quickly and then actually like be able to read on my Kindle, because I don't want this whole video to just be us doing audiobooks. It is 10 o'clock, so I am finishing up my reading for the night. I made it to chapter 18, page 129. I think that makes today's total 89 pages, including reading and then listening to the audiobook. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Alright, reporting live from my bed as I'm getting ready to go to bed. I just finished up my Tuesday evening reading, which was a mix of reading my actual Kindle and then listening to the audiobook. I'm now 64% of the way through the book, and I read about the equivalent of 42 pages. So that brings my total between my morning reading and this evening to 104 pages for the day. I'll talk to you guys when I do some more reading. It is Wednesday evening. I've kind of just been chilling at home for a little bit since getting off of work,
It is 7:30 and I am going to try and do some reading on my Kindle. We'll see how much I get done and how long I can read for. Currently about 64% of the way through my book, and my Kindle says that I have about 2 hours and 6 minutes left in the book. If I really was trucking through my reading today, I could get it done tonight, but I don't know that I'm gonna do 2 hours of reading still tonight. Alright, let's do a little book update, shall we? It's a little bit past 9 o'clock. I was also doing some reading downstairs with Megan. Told you guys that she was doing some reading. I'm currently at page 178. So I think that was like 50 something pages since I read yesterday. I am liking this book so far. I got a lot of comparisons to The 7-Year Slip, which I loved. That was like my last 5-star romance book that I read, I think. The premise is similar, but the vibes aren't giving quite the same thing. I think right now I'm kind of at like a 3 to 3.5 star range. Still enjoying it, but like the female main character is kind of annoying, and I think that's what's bringing it down a little bit for me. Regardless, I am going to continue doing a little bit more reading. I at least want to get to page 200, but I could also read all the way to 10 o'clock. So I will update you guys when I'm done reading for the night. I am in fact starting to drift off a little bit. So I just got to page 203, chapter 27. You call that good. Here is kind of how far I am into the book. Just got over halfway. And it is 9:37. So I'm going to call that for tonight. Today's total 75 pages. I am getting ready to go to bed, but I figured I'd update you guys on my reading for this evening. I'm still reading The Ghostwriter. I think I'll be able to finish it tomorrow. I made it to 85% of the way through the book, which is about equal to 69 pages or so. So pretty good. And I only did actual reading today. I did not use my audiobook at all. So I am hopeful I can finish it tomorrow with my reading. And then I would love to start something else, or I downloaded a novella by Abby Jimenez. It's from the A Part of Your World series. It's literally only 37 pages, so I thought that would be a fun, quick read. It's called The Situationship. So we'll see if I can throw that in there maybe sometime for this video. Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. I just picked up some Starbucks while I'm on my way to work. I am gonna finish listening to Up First by NPR, and then after that I'm going to start my audiobook for the rest of my drive into work. Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. I am going to try and make my breakfast and then head back upstairs to my room to do a little bit more reading. Slept in today since I was not working out this morning, so it's about 6:45. I've got like 45-ish minutes till I'll probably leave to take Vegas to daycare. I would love to be able to finish my book this morning, so I'm going to try and read as much as I can until I have to leave. And then I might have to finish the book using the audiobook in my car on my drive into work. Okay, I'm heading into work. I got like a chapter and a half listened to on my drive in, so I will talk to you guys when I'm reading next. Plot twist. Plot twist. I did indeed finish my audiobook and my book this morning. I gave The Ghostwriter 3.75 stars out of 5. I thought the book got better and better the more I read it, but it kind of took a little bit for me to get into the book. And the ending reveal kind of was like something where it was like peeled back layer by layer, where like you're kind of thinking one thing and then very shortly after like you're thinking something else, which is like I think how the author intended it. But it wasn't like any sort of major plot twist. There was one, obviously you guys could see me earlier, like there was one moment where I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming. So that was probably the most unexpected twist in the book, but it's still, in terms of like a mystery thriller, this isn't really like a thriller per se, but I usually enjoy those types of big reveals and twists, and this didn't have that quite as much as some other books I've read. So it was a good book. I would recommend it, but like I'm probably not gonna think about this book a whole lot after the fact. So yeah, finished one book at least for this video, and we'll see what else I can read in the next 2 days.
I just got home from work, and I think that I have set the mental goal of wanting to finish this book today. Because it's so nice out, and I got home kind of early. It's like 3:40 right now. I don't have to pick Vegas up until technically like 6:30, but I'll probably still pick him up before then. However, I think I'm gonna go for a walk and continue listening to the audiobook to get some more listening in, and I think it'll be really nice. Outfit has changed, just have a basic white t-shirt, black shorts. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do like the basic loop that I always do when I'm walking. It's about 1.5 miles, so maybe like a 30 to 40 minute walk. From my audiobook listening, and then I went and picked Vegas up, so I also like listened to it in the car. I am now on chapter 44, and I think I have 5 chapters left, so I'm going to hunker down and finish this book. I'm on the last chapter, but I have to say, why does every book feel like it mentions physical therapy? Nothing some physical therapy won't help. Love it. I'm done. Finished it. Okay, let's do a little review. So initially, I think I told you guys yesterday, I wasn't sure how I was feeling. I was between like a 3 and 3.5 star range. Definitely better today. I feel like the ending was really interesting, and like not to say I didn't see it coming, there's not like much to see coming, but like I thought it was a really clever way to wrap up the book, and I liked it. So I'm thinking, I don't know if I want to go full 4 stars because like the beginning was slow, so I think I'm gonna do 3.5. But that is it for The Love of My Afterlife. Let's see how many pages that was for today. That was 162 pages for today. If I end up picking my next book up today, then I'll see you then. It is Thursday evening. Arguably I should not be getting ready to do any more reading right now because it's almost 10:30 and I obviously have to get up to go work in the morning. However, I'm planning on going to work a little bit later tomorrow just to best work with my work schedule. And as I mentioned earlier, I was like, well, I could just try and read right now until I'm tired and we'll see what I finish. So I think I'm going to try and start The Situationship by Abby Jimenez. That's just like a 37-page novella, and we'll see if I finish it. My Kindle says, I guess it's not updating yet. I don't know how long it's going to take, but like 37 pages. I could easily read that in one sitting normally, but we'll see if I get tired at all or decide I should go to bed sooner. This short story about Maddie and Doug originally appeared in an exclusive edition of Just for the Summer. We hope you enjoy seeing how these two met. Okay, well that was literally 20 pages, so not even as long as I thought it was going to be. So that was a nice quick read. It is 10:42, so I'm going to go to bed. I feel like I can't even really rate it because like it wasn't even really a novella, it was just like an extended chapter. So it was fine. Nothing groundbreaking for 20 pages. I'm gonna go to bed, and I guess tomorrow if I do any reading, I'll have to pick a new book, and we'll see what I can do. I also have to edit this video tomorrow. We'll see if I pick a new book. I'll at least probably tell you guys what I'm planning on reading next because I haven't figured that out yet. So that might be a good thing to talk about, and then maybe I can at least like start the first chapter to give you guys my first impressions. Funny story. So I'm kind of a mess right now. I told you I was going to read Atmosphere. I could not for the life of me get it to download onto my Kindle, so that would be a book for another time, whether I need to buy the physical book or spend some more time troubleshooting the download. That's not what I'm reading right now. I'm going to be reading a V.E. Schwab book that I need to check the title, so give me 1 second. It's called A Darker Shade of Magic. I believe it's a trilogy. I've heard great things about it, and I've loved the other V.E. Schwab books that I've read, so I'm excited. However, I also left my Kindle in my car, so I'm going to be reading it from my phone. So I'm not going to be able to like record me reading it, but like I'll get some nice cute little like ambiance clips. So I read to page 30 and then I started getting tired, so I also took a nap outside. It's a little bit before 3 o'clock. I'm gonna go home. I need to shower and do some things, and then I might do a little bit more reading. I'm kind of intrigued. I haven't read the synopsis of this book in a while, so I just kind of went in slightly blind. And from my understanding of what I'm picking up right now is that the main character is like a magician type person who can travel between different worlds. It seems like they're in London. He's kind of like, one is red London, one is gray London, one is white London. So and he's like the communicator between like the different leaders. That's the vibe that I'm getting right now. But I am going to head home.
It is Friday evening, so I am gonna stick true to my word and let you guys know what my book that I'm gonna read next is. I actually have not decided at all what I'm wanting to read, so we're gonna explore Spotify together and see what audiobooks they have to see what one we're gonna read. I'm gonna get ready to go on a run, and I'm gonna try and start the audiobook while I'm doing that run. If you guys didn't know, I'm very lightly starting a short, small running journey. I'm not planning on running a half marathon like Sierra was doing, but this is my first week of doing that. Atmosphere is on Spotify, and it is one of my book club books, so I wonder if I should just do that. Let's do it. We're gonna do Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Just got back from my run a little bit ago, and I was also just kind of listening to the last chapter that I was on since it was a little bit longer and I wanted to finish the chapter still. So I am 13% of the way through the book, which is approximately 45 pages worth of reading. So far, I am enjoying the book. It's kind of diving, it started with like present day timeline, and then something crazy happened with like a spacecraft incident, and then we jump back into the past, and now we're kind of getting the backstory of some of the training and stuff going on in the space program. So I'm excited to keep reading. I do think like the audiobook has been fine so far and it's been good, but I do feel like if I actually just like read on my Kindle or get the actual book, then I'll be able to get a better idea of the characters and like who's who, because there are quite a bit of characters and stuff within the story. So yeah, let me add up how many pages I read throughout the week, and I will do the same for Sierra, and then we'll end the video. All right, so for weekly totals this week, I read / listened to the equivalent of 392 pages this week, finished one whole book, read a super short chapter basically, and then I started Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and then Sierra read 356 pages this week. She finished reading The Love of My Afterlife and then started the new V.E. Schwab book. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you subscribe and thumbs up this video. If you enjoy our reading related videos and content, perhaps you'd be interested in joining our virtual book club. It is linked down in the description. You guys can join either on Patreon or you can subscribe to our podcast on there. And it's $2.99 a month. You get access to our Fable Book Club app, and then you get exclusive monthly book club recaps with video as well. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in our next video. Bye!